Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bat Chat 25 ton or Bat Châtillon 25 ton. It's the tier 10 French medium tank. It's located on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay under the command of Seeker Base-Image of DHELL, and he's in platoon with Bagun 1978, also in the CS63, and Maxa 015 in a Strib 103B. Game on. Well, so rather unusually skinned vehicle. Haven't seen that skin before, that's a new one. The Bat Chat 25 ton, they only made 2 prototypes, never put it into mass production. It's a 5-shot autoloader with a 105mm main gun, capable of 390 alpha. Well, he's not getting many in there, but in fact, you notice he parked himself the other way around so he can make a quick getaway. Well, the good job he did, because the Strib 103B just put a round through that aim point, and it looks like it hit him in the tracks. So I think he's moving position to avoid getting hit again. The standard reload for a full 5 shells is 38.35 seconds. He's got 38.36, so looks like he doesn't have an advantage yet. It's not showing the equipment. I'd love it if he would actually tell us what equipment he is carrying on this vehicle. A lot of players now want to see what their champion is carrying, so they can replicate the same effect. So useful, not just for arty players, but also for ordinary tanks. 121B takes a hit on the side, fires one in blind just in case, but he pulls back just in case the enemy return fire. 121B, of course, is a derivation of the Type 59 of the Chinese version of a T-54, T-55. Now, he seems to be quite happy blasting away these blind shots. And the reason he's doing that is that now the Bat Chat has 50 rounds. In the past, it only used to carry 30, which meant you had 6 reloads. Now you've got 10, and that makes a big difference on the amount of damage this tank can do. Engine up front, crew at the back. It's an interesting tank because it only has 3 occupants, 3 crew. Of course, that's the commander, who's also acting as loader, the gunner, and then the driver. That E50 just revealed himself for a brief moment. Now, Seeker Base-Image does have a number of replays waiting to be done. Every time I get around to doing them, or get close to doing them, other replays get in the way. And the reason for this is that this is an arty channel. Mostly arty. We do feature other tanks as well. We get sent a lot of non-arty replays, but the thing is that people will watch the arty replays more than they will the tank replays. In fact, we get very few non-arty views on this channel. So if we put up a replay for, say, a Bat Chat 25 ton, it might only get less than 100 views in total, whereas an arty replay might actually get as much as 200 views. Literally 200 views, that's all we're getting. Well, that E50M just went down to max at 015 in the strip, so our platoon's managed to pick up a kill. Still waiting for one from Seeker Base-Image. But Seeker's not the only one who's actually waiting for replays, by the way. There are other people who sent in replays which we need to get done. The whole batches of replays that need to get done. And it's difficult to get more than, say, half a dozen done in a single day. Enemy in sight. Oh, he gets his first kill. It's a nice one, the 113. He exposed the side armor. Heavy tanks like the 113 were made so they could have mobility. They really don't have enough protection on the sides. It's a fairly even game at the moment, but the enemy seems to have the town, which is not good for us, because they're trying to squeeze us in. E3, we've got the top armor. Looks like it's every now and then it was flicking, showing that we had a shot on a weak spot. Of course, it was the Jaeger there who got the kill. Jaeger's got a very big gun, 17 centimeter. And another enemy's been spotted. The enemy Strib 103B, the guy who actually shot at us but didn't pen. He's coming forward. Bit dangerous for him. And he has lost hit points already. There's our platoon mate, the CS63 moving about. Yes, I could talk more about the politics of our channel. And in fact, I think one of the reasons why we don't get as many subscribers as we would like is because we do have a lot of Arty replays. But it's the Arty replays that people tend to tune in for. They want to see those Arty replays. And even though you've got a much better chance of seeing your tank replay on our channel than you do on Jingles, because of course he might have a huge number of subscribers in the hundreds of thousands, but the chances of you getting a replay done by him are next to, well, they're negligible, because he has so many sent to him in a single day. Thousands. So he actually chooses his own a lot of the time. Ah, another one coming in our direction. It's a Heshbon. Now, he fired one round and he's not gone for the reload. And I think there's a reason behind that, because obviously he wants to have enough shells available just in case these guys keep moving up. Of course, now there is only one version of the Bat Chat. Used to have that, you'd have the stock gun as well, and of course that meant that you have more shells available. But now there's only one gun, the 105mm. Well, you can see the penetration indicators mostly blue, showing that he's not going to get a pen. Just occasionally it went yellow there. He's looking around for a target. Oh, that's not good. That's the T92 HMC hitting our Death Star and wiping him out. It seems that the enemy's got a tank, a Foch B, coming in from the town, and he spotted that guy, and now we're being squeezed into this corner. Striv, we get a shot. Yes, we can. That's one pen and a high roll. He went for the second. He didn't get it, but the Jaeger did. He wiped that guy out. And here comes the Gorilla 15. He did get a critical hit. I think he hit the gun. And he took the kill. And he was not the only one from his platoon who actually fired that one. We're down to one shell, so he's actually popped the reload. And he moved position just in case they shot down the same azimuth towards him, which is a smart move. The good news there is that Max of 15 in our Strib 103B just took out that Foch B. So we're back to being even on numbers, but Seeker Bain Smash is right at the front line. He's the closest to the 121B who's coming in from the field. Whereas the Jaeger is close to that Death Star and the Heshbon, who are near the windmill. Yeah, looking around for targets. Well, the Jaeger has just been wiped out. The 121B managed to get a shot on him and he's out. So that's bad news. I suppose the good news is that we're probably going to get the spotting. I suspect that Seeker Bane's Maj does have the commander's vision system, which is why he's able to see the enemy when they pop up on that corner. It was the Jaegeru who was actually spotting the enemy tanks when they popped up near the windmill. But look, there's the 121B. He's marking the target. And the shots are going in. He's getting the spotting. And he decides to do it himself, which is dangerous. And in fact, he did get spotted. Ow! And he got ammo-racked. He received one round from the 121B, and then the Arty tried to unload on him. Remember, the enemy's got two Arty, an Object 261 and the T92, and both of them have got kills. But the Object 261's got 2 kills. Yeah, he's that good. But then the Object 261 is a very good Arty. So he's changed position. He's a little far back now. He's just ahead of our Arty, which of course we've only got one left, and that's the Bat Châtillon 155-58. He's popped the reload. It's that long 37 seconds. That shot from the 121B lost us our ammo rack for a second, but we do have a lot of hit points still to play with. Remember, the Bat Châtillon 25 ton is an assassin tank. It's designed to actually going up, getting close to the enemy, and then unloading those 5 shells into them really quick. Normally 2.7 seconds per shot, and we've just been located. So I presume that 121B does have commander's vision system. Ow, and we took some damage from the 261. It's a very accurate Arty. He just fired one in, and well, we've lost another 413 hit points, which is good for the 121 and good for the 261, but not for us. The surprising thing is the 121 fired APCR, which of course he doesn't really need to do, because what APCR, well, that'll easily go through the armor on this tank. There's the wreck of the Jaegeru. And we're pushing now. We're going on the enemy because they're one down on us. And now they're down the Striv as well. The Death Star's next. And we've just located the Object 261. There you go. That's what an assassin tank does. Comes up alongside somebody and whacks them. Well, the 261 put a shot into us, and he may have stunned us, but we've got rid of that. And now the 261 is in reload, and there's no way he's going to survive this. He is going down. Bane's Match has 2 shots already, 3 kills already. Now he's going for the 4th, and there you go. He's got it. Pop the reload. There's only one enemy left. It's the T92. We think he's over in this side of the map. That's the direction the shells were coming from. Probably near the water. Okay, we're right up at the top, and we didn't find him, so he's probably changed position fairly quickly. And there he is. He is right next door to the rock, but he's lining us up for a kill shot if he can do it. And so, yeah, this is where it gets difficult. He's fired, and that's it. No chance for him now. Just kill him. Oh, you naughty, naughty boy. And that's a kill, and that wins the game for Seeker Bane's the Maj. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Seeker Bane's the Maj in the Bat Châtillon 25 ton. he managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually ended up with 5, 1/3 of the enemy, and 1 short of getting a top gun. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9, and in this case, he got a Pascucci's medal for getting both enemy SPGs in the game, the Object 261 and then the T92 HMC. His win rate was 5,426, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at his team score. Well, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. In fact, that went to the 121B on the enemy team. He got 4,412 hit points of damage in that one. Second highest was Maxa015 of DHELL, one of his platoon mates in the Striv 103B, and he got 4,194. And in third place, we got Seekbane Smash S with his Bat Chat, and he got 3,875 hit points of damage. So third place on damage. When it came to kills, though, he's top spot because he got 5 kills. 3 kills went to the Striv 103B of Maxa015, and then 2 kills went to the Jaeger on his own team, and on the enemy team, their 121B and their Object 261 also got 2 each. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one too. He's the only player to get over 1,000 base. He got 1,234, and that's well over 1,000. Next highest was the CS63, his platoon mate, which was Grarek 1305. He got 970. And then in third place, we've got Maxa015 again in Striv. He got 793. So top on 2 of the columns, kills and base XP, but third on damage. He fired 25 rounds, so he only got through half of his ammo in that game. He did fire a few blind shots. He got 21 direct hits and 13 penetrations, so 4 shells did not hit tanks, but then he did fire a lot of blinds, so some of those blinds must have hit targets. He got 3,875 hit points of damage, and 1,241 of those were at more than 300 meters, so he did connect with some of those long-range shots. He received 5 hits from the enemy, 2 penetrations, 1 non-penetration. That was the Striv 103B on the enemy team. Yeah, he hit the tracks instead. And 2 hits by way of splash from the enemy Arty. Both times it was the Object 261 who managed to get a shell near him. The T92 was just a little further away. He blocked damage of 390 hit points. Yes, that's a 105mm round from the Striv. 4 enemy vehicles were spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 4,040 hit points of spotting assist in the game. Now, he did make a loss in that game of 14,744 credits, but he did make a profit when it came to bonds, 7 of those, because it's tier 10, and 3,702 experience points as well. So at least it was profitable on experience. Hope you enjoyed that game. We've got more games coming up with the Bat Chat 25 ton. Auroric's been out playing his, and obviously we want to see those and see how he did, because last time we saw Auroric in the Bat Chat 25 ton, he got an ace tanker, very nice ace tanker. So I wonder what he's been up to. Hope you enjoyed that one. There will be more replays from Seeker the Main Smash. I promise him that I will get those done. They will be done, and I will get them done fairly soon, within the next few days. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and please give it a like.